What if the human story in the Americas goes back far deeper and is far more complex than most textbooks have ever suggested? Across caves, buried cities, mine shafts, and forgotten museum storage rooms, scattered discoveries have forced researchers to ask uncomfortable questions about deep antiquity. Some findings are accepted, some are debated, some remain controversial. But when viewed together, they point toward one persistent and unsettling possibility. Someone lived here before us, and this is only one layer of the story. One early chapter begins in Lovelock Cave in Nevada, near the ancient shoreline of Lake Lahontan. Excavations uncovered thousands of artifacts, preserved remains, and evidence of long habitation stretching back thousands of years. Among the discoveries were mummified bodies preserved by dry cave conditions, unusual burial finds, and crafted reed duck decoys now kept in museum collections. These finds showed organized human presence deep in the past, but they also sparked debates about cultural identity and how diverse early populations may have been. And Lovelock is only one site among many. The pattern appears elsewhere. During the California Gold Rush, massive hydraulic mining operations blasted entire hillsides apart. As earth layers were stripped away, miners reported skulls, stone tools, and bone fragments found deep beneath hardened lava layers and ancient gravels. One famous case became known as the Calaveras skull, discovered far below the surface inside a mine shaft. Some researchers argued it indicated great antiquity. Others claimed it was intrusive or misidentified. The debate became so heated that the discovery was later rejected by most researchers. Many similar reports from that era were never carefully documented. Mining destroyed context faster than science could record it. Much archaeological context was likely lost due to rapid mining conditions, which raises an important question: how much early material was uncovered but never properly studied? And that question reshapes the timeline. The widely taught origin model for the first Americans describes migration from Asia across a Bering land bridge during the last ice age. This remains a central theory in archaeology, but modern research increasingly suggests the peoples of the Americas were more complex, involving multiple migrations, coastal routes, and possibly earlier waves than once believed. Many indigenous traditions themselves describe origin in place, not migration from distant lands, reminding us that scientific models and cultural memory do not always align, and the dates continue to move. In Brazil, the Pedra Furada site produced controversial early dates based on charcoal remains and artifacts. Some results suggested very ancient human activity, though interpretations remain debated among researchers, especially whether some charcoal evidence was human-made. Other early sites across the Americas, including Monteverde in Chile, Meadowcroft Rock Shelter in Pennsylvania, Old Crow River in the Yukon, Canada, and several California sites, have produced dates older than earlier models once allowed. Some of these are widely accepted today. Others remain contested, but the overall pattern is clear. The timeline of human presence keeps extending deeper into the past, and then the cities change everything. At Caral in Peru, archaeologists uncovered a vast urban complex covering over 100 acres, with pyramids, plazas, ceremonial spaces, musical instruments, and evidence of trade networks linking coast and mountains. Caral is now recognized as one of the oldest cities in the Americas, forcing a major revision of earlier assumptions that early American societies were only small and nomadic. They built cities, they built systems, they built enduring culture. And that matters. Across North and South America, linguistic diversity also suggests deep time depth. At the moment of European contact, hundreds of distinct language groups existed, many radically different from one another. Such diversity typically develops over very long periods, not from recent population expansion alone, which points to time, deep time. All of this raises a difficult but important point. Scientific history is not fixed. It evolves with evidence. New discoveries often meet resistance, not because of conspiracy, but because extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. Academic caution is built into the method, but history also shows that some early controversial discoveries are dismissed, only to be reconsidered decades later. Debate is not weakness in science. It is how science advances, and that process is accelerating. Today, many artifacts and remains collected in earlier centuries still sit in storage, waiting to be re-examined with modern dating methods and analytical tools. Some claims will be confirmed, others rejected, many refined. The deeper past is still being uncovered, layer by layer, across caves and cities, disputed skulls and accepted settlements, controversial dates and confirmed cultures. A larger picture is coming into focus. Human history in the Americas is older than once believed, possibly much older. The past is not finished speaking. Discovery after discovery continues to widen the horizon and rewrite the questions. One message echoes through the evidence. Someone lived here before us, and we are only beginning to understand their story. Continue the journey in our cinematic three-part exploration. Start with Part 1, Ashes of Chaos. Links on screen now.